Hi, my name is Joel Matthew. You are 15CS177, and today I am going to be explaining my second experiment from Compiler and System Software Lab. So um, the question for this experiment is to generate a program that scans the input program and then generates a symbol table. So the symbol table is actually a data structure which contains a record of each of the identifiers and the data type and the value of those identifiers. So this program will actually take an input like this, and then it will generate a table of with all the attribute features. So let's see the program. So first I have created an array called tokens to take all the tokens, and identifier empty array called identifier to input all the identifiers to display in the form of a table. And then I have the keyword and operator and punctuation arrays to match and eliminate them. And then this is actually what I'm using to read the file. So with open, and then this is my input file, and this is the file object, and using that file object I'm going to read each of the lines. And then I'm going to using for loop, I'm going to split each of these lines into separate tokens, and then so this token array will have each of the individual tokens without the spaces. And then here I have printed the top of the index of the table. And then I'm going to take each of the tokens using this for loop. And first we are going to be checking for keyword. So when we get a keyword like int or float or something like that, we are going to, after that we are going to have some variable. So I'm checking here for keyword, and if it gets a keyword here on checking with the keyword array, we are going to go inside, and we are going to the next letter will definitely be an identifier, either function or a variable. So we are going to append it into the identifier array. And then first for the functions, I'm going to be checking whether there are going to be multiple arguments. So first we are going to if we have multiple arguments while declaration, so we are going to separate it using comma. So first you will just enter the this will just print the variable, and then we are going to just print its value, and the data type, and then we are going to print it as null. Next we are going to check for function. So after the function name we are going to have a bracket. So here it's going to check for bracket. And we are going to check where we are going to get the right parenthesis. So we'll get the position using the index function. And then from the position 3 to end, which is the position of the bracket right parenthesis, we are going to make an array, and that array is going to be stored in para. So this para becomes an array. And then after that we are going to take variable kc, and then pt as another array. So all the arguments of a function are stored in para, and then each of those arguments we are going to store in this pt array. So as soon as we get a keyword which is going to be an argument inside the function, the next we are going to just count, as we get the keywords we are going to just count the number of arguments here and add it into kc. And then we are going to individually add each of the arguments into the pt array, and then we are going to just print that each of these arguments over here for the function. And in the end, for normal variable declaration, it's just going to go into the else clause. So here it's going to print the data, the identifier, which is the variable, and the data type, and also the value, which is we are going to have a equal to operator in between between the identifier and the value. So I'll just show you the input file now. So this is my input file over here. So I have a variable declaration as well as a function definition. So we'll just check what's the output for this. So as you can see, this is the output. So first is the declaration. So I have the identifier called C, the data type is int, and then we have the value as 10. And for the function declaration, we have the identifier as add, the return type is double. So the number of arguments which I had declared were 3, so the number is 3. And then the type of the arguments is double, 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 all 3 are double. And then inside the function declaration, each of those values, like the variable x, which is an identifier, so the data type is double and the value is null. Same goes for y and z. So as you can see, this program works correctly. So thank you for listening to me.